What is going on, everybody? I'm just so hype I can't even speak about it. I've been getting spammed all day in the YouTube comments, Twitter DMs, and people atting me. Uh, was sent links in my Patreon Discord. Attack on Titan season 4 trailer is out. The final season. I have been just clamoring for Attack on Titan news, literally anything, and here it is. We got a 2.5 minute trailer. Now, I know that there has not been any information on an exact release date, so we're still kind of waiting on that as well. I did see a little kind of like news clipping or kind of blog post with some information that said that they're making an Attack on Titan film that's going to include the first 3 seasons put into a movie. Uh, which is great for recap purposes. I wonder how in depth it's actually going to be because I've been meaning to go back and rewatch Attack on Titan, um, at least season 3, if not all the seasons, just to kind of stay refreshed um, with all kind of information and all that kind of stuff. Because I haven't really sit down and ran through it since I've watched it, except for I think season 2 I rewatched before season 3 came out. And that movie is supposed to be, which I'm pretty sure I read that correctly. They're saying it's going to be shown in Japan mid-July, so 2 months from now, or a month and a half. I'm sure we'll be able to access it online. I don't know if that's something you guys would even want to see me react to, but I'm definitely going to watch it just for recap purposes and to stay fresh and up to date. But I've been waiting for Attack on Titan, the final season. Just any information. I mean, I can't even speak them, so I'm pretty much just excited to see what this is. I did see, I had one of my Patreon members tell me, and I kind of saw this kind of around while I was looking, that they changed animation studios. Now, that kind of, can make you a little nervous. And I'm also hearing that the animation studio is working on like 2 or 3 other animes that are going on. So it makes me nervous because Attack on Titan, like I praise Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan is one of those animes that, at least from my memory, the animation never falters. It never dips. And you see that all the time with animes, and it could be chalked up to a number of reasons. Like it happens in Naruto, it happens in Dragon Ball, happened this past season with My Hero. It could be for a number of reasons. They got a movie coming out, the studio's being overworked, they got multiple things going on, but I think it really it says a lot for a studio to be able to never have the quality drop ever in an entire season or from season to season or from episodes to episodes. Don't just bring in the best animators for the fight scenes and the action, and then when it's slice of life episodes or fights that aren't like as big or important, I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. You see it in animes all the time. So I praise Demon Slayer a lot for that. So even if you give me a mediocre story, but you give me top animation or at least consistent animation, I can just offer praise. And Attack on Titan has been one of those. Like, I remember I was a fan of it when I first watched the first season. I was really a fan. That was the first anime I watched that had the thick, bold outlines, and they stayed with that, and it was always clean and crispy. So I've seen some kind of people are wary, and me hearing about it as well. I'm hoping that the animation doesn't dip or take a hit. The animation can be different, that's fine. Hopefully, it's not too drastic that you can't even recognize the anime or anything like that, but we'll kind of see what that has to offer. So, we got all that information. They're recapping a movie, or they're making a movie recapping the first 3 seasons, supposed to be released in a month and a half in Japan. I'm sure we'll be able to kind of access a link or something like that online here in other countries. And we have the trailer, but I haven't heard anything on a date. Again, the same way you guys blew me up today. You guys get a release date or any information like that, let me know. I was going to I saw that you guys ended up getting 100 likes on the Hunter x Hunter video, like 24 hours slash 30 hours after I had the cut update. So I was going to put that out for you guys today. But once this dropped, me sitting down and watching or reading Hunter x Hunter chapter just kind of flew out my mind. So we're gonna try for it next week. So the same thing. So the video I posted yesterday, Friday, if that hits 100 likes by Wednesday, there'll be 2 Hunter x Hunter chapters up next week. I'll put a chapter up on Friday and I'll put a chapter up on Saturday. So the video that was posted yesterday needs to hit 100 likes by Wednesday, and we'll have 2 Hunter x Hunter chapters. But jumping into the Attack on Titan, depending how this season goes, all signs are going to point to that. I think Attack on Titan will be my favorite anime that I've ever watched. And it all kind of hinges on this season. And you kind of think to yourself, there's never really, when something's so great, you think to yourself, even if it didn't live up to expectations, or when you kind of theorize in your head on, well, I think this could happen this story wise, or this can mean this, or what does this mean? Like, you play out stories in your head. Like, when there's long movies and series of movies like a Lord of the Rings or a Marvel or something like that, that you don't know, that you don't have manga material or book material, and you kind of fantasize on what could be. Classic example, Game of Thrones. Now, that's why I'm hesitant to say there's no way Attack on Titan could mess this up. But the greatest thing I've ever watched in anime, movie, or film, Game of Thrones, they fumbled. They fumbled the bag, you know? They fucked up with the last season. It still doesn't erase the first 7 seasons. So like I'm speaking for Attack on Titan. Right now, it is on the fringe of being my favorite anime that I've ever watched. Animation reasons, you know, that doesn't need to be explained. Uh, the story. I haven't come across an anime yet with a story that can compete with Attack on Titan's story. Maybe there'll be ones in the future. You know, I'm currently still in the middle of Vinland Saga Season 1. I'm just past the halfway mark with Full Metal. I'm in the middle of the Hunter x Hunter manga. And I'm going to end up watching Avatar, I think, starting next month or in a couple weeks or so. So who knows? Like, it might be premature to say, well, wait till I watch these things. But up to this point, Attack on Titan hits on the action and the fighting, it hits on the story, and it hits on the animation. If you could give me those three at a bare minimum, I'm really going to enjoy the anime. If you can give me those three on a superb level, then, you know, you've got my vote. So, depending on how this final season goes, Attack on Titan will probably end up being my favorite anime of all time, surpassing Naruto, surpassing Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 plus Season 2. Um, And yeah, we're just gonna we've been talking and rambling long enough. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm not going to include the audio. I don't even know if me including this. If you see this video, then it didn't get taken down. But I know Attack on Titan sometimes, you know, they get real kind of picky with strikes and stuff like that. So I don't even know if I should leave this fully. Let's not even ruin it for ourselves, guys, because I'd want everybody to enjoy. I'm not gonna blur it out like crazy. I just dropped it a little bit there. Actually, let's drop it a little bit more. I feel like that's fine. You guys can still clearly see that. I think it'll be okay. But no audio, because I don't want to take the chance of this, because I want to have big discussions with Attack on Titan in the comment section. It would really suck if the video gets taken down. But I'm going to start at the very beginning. I have the English subtitles, 2.5 minutes. I'm pressing play right now. Here we go. I'm hype. I haven't been this hype for anime news in a long time, or just anything anime related. I'm not going to lie to you. I wonder if we see, do we see the, like, animation differences here with this? There's still so much information. There's still a Titan we haven't seen. There's still Annie we don't know about. Is she still a popsicle? We still don't know. What? Animation looks great. I don't know who that is. I don't know who any of these people. Is that the unseen what the? I mean, that was clearly the one Titan we haven't seen. Oh. Is he in? Yeah. What the hell? Who the hell was that? Oh my god. Are they just flying around with flipping Zambonis? Just dropping Titans from the sky? I don't even know how this is. I don't even know where to begin on this. It was amazing, and I'm kind of speechless. There's two things here. Two things that stood out to me just off the bat. There's supposed to be one Titan that we haven't seen. Now, haven't seen as far as like an anime viewer. Have we actually seen them in their human form? Is it somebody among us already that we don't know? You know, like an Annie or Rainer or Bearholt, we don't know? Or are they on the main continent and we just haven't, you know, come across them? This, where is it? Play this real quick. So it looks like this is a flashback here. So again, it looks like this trailer was spent a lot not on Paradise, however you want to pronounce it. It's been on the main continent. And it looks like we're flashing back a little bit. Maybe see, I mean, not maybe. I'm hoping we get to see, you know, how did Bearholt and Rainer get in the position that they're in? We can clearly see these are kind of younger. I don't want to say child soldiers, but I mean they're teenage soldiers here. And it looks like they're maybe going through something like this girl said. Whoever they're going through some like kind of Normandy last stand training. Like, okay, this is the end of your training. Whoever survives is going to get the chance to become a Titan. Whoever is able to take out this machine gun. Maybe it was her, and I don't know how it got passed down. Maybe it is Rainer that ends up doing it. But I want to talk about. Okay, so I thought that. Again, no idea who that is. This right here. So I thought that this right here was going to be. I was like, oh, that's it. That's the. That's the Titan. The unnamed, unseen Titan that we haven't seen. So I was like, okay. I was like, wow. The fact that they threw that in the trailer was like, I mean, we already got it. We got an image. We see, you know, we got all that. So I see that, and then also flipping platypus over here with the flipping. I can't really even tell what that is. If it's some kind of spear formation or artillery on its back, got the face protected, all of it. Absolutely insane. But what I want to jump to is. Okay, I definitely passed it somewhere. I think it was somewhere around here. This Silver Surfer looking, this. Okay. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. We saw the last Titan. I got that. And then we jump to this. This is clearly not a mindless Titan. And this looks kind of more like, oh, that's the Titan we haven't seen. But I have, because at first when I saw it on Quick, I was like, well, but at least from what we've been told, there's so much information. Like, we don't know whose story is truthful, but I feel like maybe the truth lies somewhere in between. We don't know who's got the right story or not. Hopefully, we'll find out. There could be more Titans out there that we don't know of. That just the story that we've been told as a viewer, that Aaron and the others have been told, might not be the entire true story. There could be a couple more, could be 5 more, could be 10 more kind of shape shifting ability Titans, humans, and we just know with the information we've gone up. At first, when this went quick, I was like, oh, well, maybe that's not it. Maybe that's Aaron hardening, and he's been able to kind of figure out how to harden and move. But clearly, whether that is or isn't, whatever this kind of liquid scythe thing we've got going on here was pretty damn crazy. What was connected to the end of that? Yeah, it looks crazy, and it looks like we see the transformation happening right here. Now, again, this could be any Titan transforming. This could be Armin. This could be the 2 unnamed Titans that we saw here. We have no idea, but they're just making it kind of seem that maybe this was somebody we didn't think was a Titan, and then just like, this is the opportunity that I have to pounce. Just so many visuals. And then what really was crazy as well, like the art isn't as the lines aren't as thick, which I kind of really liked, the same way kind of Demon Slayer did it, but it's still pretty clean. It's actually like I don't hate it. I don't know if I like it as much, but if I go through an entire season, it might be like, you know what, that was good, just as good or if not better. I keep saying like, was that Mikasa? Was that Levi? But then the more I kind of look at some of these still frames, I can't tell if this is them or not. Like I don't know. This is clearly not Armin or somebody that we've seen. There's so many people that we haven't seen. Again, here's the Platypus Titan with the artillery just flipping spazzing with the face gear. Um, I mean, the Beast Titan's gonna be so right. This right here, looking like damn Hidan over here from Naruto. Like that's the vibes I'm getting from the character design right here. Again, no idea who that is. I'm not gonna sit here and theorize on every single random character that we saw. Like I'm not gonna theorize on, oh, who's that kid? And then I'm not gonna sit here and try to theorize on, well, who were they? And then I'm not gonna sit here and fast forward like, well, who's the girl? Like we could sit here for days trying to think who that might be. There's nothing that's hinted at any of that. Um, but that still frame that we had there, where we saw the silhouettes of the Titans eating, yeah, it was right around here. Okay, well, first of all, that was kind of insane. So we've got like a little bit of like a Ymir flashback. This right here, is that just, something they recovered from the sea? Go back. Levi. Okay, we did see Levi. Now it almost kind of looks like the fight is now being brought to Paradis. It looks like like Eren and them wanted to bring the fight over there, but it looks like maybe they went over there and realized like, hey, we can't hang, we got to get the fuck out. Um, and that the main island is like, or the main continent is like, we're going. It's an all-out war. We're bombing it. We're bringing like, and the thing is like, they are not prepared for any of this. Yes, you have Eren, and you got his will. You've got skilled fighters like a Levi and a Mikasa, and you have Armin. Like you have and you have the founding Titan power on your side. There's tons of Titans over there that Eren could control, but you have absolutely no idea the artillery or the secrets that they might know to maybe combat a founding Titan power or combat certain Titans. Like we think their gear is pretty cool, but who knows what they have access to and what they've experimented on and came up with. It's So here we go right here. This kind of lion Titan here, that's clearly Connie, I think. Now, right here, what is happening here? It looks like a mindless Titan is protecting what might be the brother or the father or just some kind of statue or what? He's clearly. Huh. It doesn't look like a female. It doesn't look like Annie or anything. Oh, I can't stop it quick enough. I need to slow down the speed real quick. Hold on. We actually do need to slow down the speed because the speed has been actually insane. I can't keep up. There's so much shit going on. Yeah, right there. Go back again. Even in half speed. That right there. Who is this? And this is clearly a mindless Titan that's transporting it. Some of these shots are just dope. Like who this is this like is they said is this supposed to be Eren here? Because they gave this great grand speech and then they say Eren Yeager. This looks like, I mean, it could be. I don't know how much time has passed. I mean, Aaron's kind of a little bit on a timetable here as far as years go. He looks like he's like matured to like a mid 20-year-old man right here. I don't think we've got that kind of time. Armin, Levi, who that is again, no idea. Oh shit, there she is, popsicle and all. Wow, Annie is there, crazy, and she's still there, just hanging out. And they still have not figured out how to get her out of there. Go back real quick. I want to see that chariot scene. No, I thought that might have been uh, what's her name, Krista, like riding through. This looks like this is happening on the mainland because you see the armband. Well, could well they have the armbands on, so it wouldn't be happening on the island because they've never done anything with the armbands. There's just so much here, and then we've got all this flashbacks. Like I don't know what any of this. This is still going too fast. Is that a Levi death? Oh, that was the connection right there, the tree and like all the memories and everything. Okay, this shit right here though, just raining tight like it almost looks like the mindless titans aren't so mindless just in this trailer. Like we see them like making I can't even. It's crazy. But again, this like makes me kind of think more about the theory that hey, they're really the final war, battle, act, climax looks like it's going to happen on Paradis, on the island. It looks like they're coming over there with warships. They're coming over there on the blimps. They're sending everything to, I don't know, maybe they figure. I mean, I don't know if they think like maybe they can persuade or somehow they can capture Eren. You know, that's been what they've been trying to do this entire time that they find out he, had the founding Titan power. But I wonder if it gets to a point like we'd rather see this founding Titan power erased before we let somebody else control it. Um, because from what I've seen, like they're coming in hard. They're just dropping hundreds of Titans from the sky, uh, which you would almost seem could turn to backfire if Eren has matured and gotten this kind of control down. Uh, Now we know that it looks like everybody that's kind of has royal descent has some kind of abilities to control mindless titans, as we saw with the beast. I don't know why his name is escaping me right now. I just can't remember his name, so I'm just going to keep referring to him as the brother or the beast titan. We've seen him give stop and start and go commands to mindless titans. We've seen them kind of disobey to a small extent, but he's pretty much got it down pat. So I don't know if I would guess that if they were kind of fighting for command of commanding Titans to do this and that, the founding Titan, the real original power would, reign supreme in that, scenario. Um but like it's just look how long his hair was. That doesn't even look like Rainer. Unless this actually is like we took some years forward here. Maybe that's just an older Rainer. I mean, look how long his hair is, and he looks like his father. If this is, I don't know if this is like if this is a flashback of when Eren's father, like we're going back into that, but that he looks like his dad. If that is Eren, he looks like his dad, and if that's Rainer, he looks older. So again, but my thing is like we don't have time to like waste here. Did they say it was 8 years or 13 years after you've taken it? The holder will die. Um, can't remember if it was 8 or I can't remember if it was 13. I can't remember how many years have passed since Eren got his. Has it been 5 years already, or has it been 8 years since? I think it's 5, and you die after 8 if you die after 13. Either way, we don't. They if this is them and this isn't flashback, that is Eren, and this is Rainer. Significant time has passed, at least 3 to 5 years. And they just don't have that time. So I'm thinking this is maybe Flash back, but no, that's got to be Eren. The more I think about it, it just has to be Eren because, like, I don't know, why would you not show him like doing something, in the trailer? It's pretty crazy. Let's just kind of scrub through it one more time. I don't want to sit here and keep you guys on a 40-minute trailer. I mean, we could. I mean, I could go all day with this shit. You guys know how Attack on Titan goes. I'm going to start and stop this a little bit, but not as much as we did, and it's going on regular speed. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, before we jump into it, so things we've got to find out this season. What's going to happen with Annie? Where does the truth lie? As far as like the history and the background of the Titans and who's telling what truth, because we saw how like passionate Aaron's father was about his, but he had like his followers and supporters asking, well, how do you know? And his response was like, I don't need to know. It's right here in front of me. So it's kind of like he doesn't even really know. But then what we heard from Aaron's parents, their kind of history, theirs is kind of also like, this is what's been told, so this is what will spread. So I don't know if both are completely wrong, if the truth is kind of woven in between the two. I'm not quite sure. So we got Annie. We got to find out what really is and what really isn't. And where we get that from, it's got to be on the mainland from somebody extremely high up or some kind of history. There is what I thought before I saw this trailer, at least one unnamed Titan to make up that core that we haven't seen. At least we don't know as a viewer. But in the trailer we saw two. And we know that like even if the holder dies and it's not passed on, I think they said it'll just kind of be, it'll flow through whatever, it flows through and it'll just be reborn in a child. So you don't just lose one. So unless that is a flashback and somebody else is actually holding that ability as well, like Eren is holding two within him, the founding and the attack. But we saw this Silver Surfer, Mighty Morphing Power Ranger kind of, I don't know what that Titan was. So we've got information to find out about that. Who's telling what truth? All these flashbacks. And then I don't know how the story's going to go, but I feel like maybe when it comes down to it, Rainer, the Beast Titan, others will side with their people and turn on the mainland, given the chance. I feel like that might happen. We'll have to find out and see. Let's go ahead and scrub it. Because we know all there is to know on Paradis. We know absolutely nothing of the history of the mainland. And I feel like we've got to get that flashback, right? Yeah, so this looks like a flashback. Again, I don't know if one of these people actually succeed. Did we actually even see a young uh so again here, this looks like the guy that we see at the end inside of the Armored Titan going up against what I think was Eren. Now that I get a better look at it, this doesn't even look like a grown Rainer. Looks like someone completely different. Um so is this a flashback here? Did they just let, I feel like for story purposes it's best to keep Rainer as the Armor Titan, just to, have that, suspense of like he's going against the people he grew up with, what does he really think mentally, that kind of stuff. I don't know who that is. We still don't even know, again, that platypus, all four cargo bot Titan, we don't know who that originally is. Again, is that somebody we've seen, or again, who all these people are here? It looks like we're definitely going to spend a lot of time on the mainland and their history and how things came to be. Is that Rainer's father? Is this Rainer here? Again, what the hell is that? Is that supposed to be Eren? I don't fluffin' know. Wild. Absolutely wild. Now, I'd love to sit here and skim through these comment sections. Not gonna happen, though. That's wild. We just had a damn near 30-minute discussion just on a 2-minute trailer, and it's actually 2 minutes. The other 30 seconds is fluff. Um, I'm gonna end it there because I could sit here and scrub this again. I could put it at 0.25 speed and start stop. And what does this mean connected to that start stop? But that's just, we'll just leave it there. Feel free to leave your comments below. Let's talk about it. Let's go back and forth. I'm all down. Again, you can leave any comments you want that isn't spoilery or anything pertaining to the manga for my sake and others that, are anime only. And if you can't tell, I'm hype. I'm absolutely hype. Can't wait. Again, if you guys hear anything release date wise, let me know. And we'll go from there. Enjoy your Saturday. Stay safe out there. Hey, I'd love to get this to 100 likes too. That's my goal, is to get every video to 100 likes, really. So a trailer like this, big hype for Attack on Titan Season 4. I hope we could get 100 likes. And the Hunter x Hunter stuff as well. And I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate the support. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,